watching that, Susan.
Not that I'd know how to do that, but
I know, but you caught it. Okay. So yeah, now we're recording. We already started like 5 minutes ago. Okay. So yeah, this is the first week that I just kind of had a lot of questions. But by the time the end of the week came, then I kind of started getting it, but I'm not like real confident. What about you guys?
I'm kind of nervous about the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I mean, of course, on the tutorial videos, they use a different applet than he uses, which I like his applet, but I still got to pull everything up and practice. I mean, because I've just been watching him do it. In fact, I haven't entered in any of my answers just because I wrote them down on a piece of paper again. I think with the hopes that maybe I could try to go do it maybe side by side. So when you were doing it last night, Tammy, so did you pull up the applet yourself? So you were doing the applet at the same time he was talking?
Yeah, I was.
So you're, because that's what kind of scares me. I think I struggle sometimes even with some of the definitions. Like what I want to know is who decides that the parent population is normal?
Yeah, like what's normal?
Yeah, I mean, I know it will say, so it's nice that he says, oh, look, it says that it's normal, but I thought, who decides that it's normal? How did somebody decide it's normal? So I think
it's they. You know how you always say they say this or they say it's somewhere. It's probably those they people.
So I had that question kind of going through. I don't know how you guys felt going through the reading and the homework. Oh my heck! I had to go to the answers. I had to go to the tutorial.
Yeah, I looked and read everything.
And and then when you put that you were, this is the worst. I just thought, oh wow. I mean, because that's how I was feeling. But just even trying to figure out, I know he wrote on the little calculator thing the mu. So I'm trying to remember that's the means of the population, right? On his the Excel little table he made for us.
Yeah, that's to find the z-square, isn't it?
Right. But I'm just trying to remember when they say mu, I think it means the means of the population. But I was even struggling because I always thought x was the mean, and then they did an x above it, so I thought the z bar or x bar. I mean, just trying to figure, okay, we did a lot of this stuff last semester in math, and they didn't use all these stigma symbols, and so they just said standard deviation. So I'm still struggling trying to put the symbol with the
name.
Yeah, but anyway, I kind of like the idea. I want to go back through with his table now, even with the questions that they gave us for the homework, to use his applet and then the table, because you know how they're constantly writing out the formulas, and I thought, well, if I don't have to remember the formula and I just have my table, was that your impression that
Yeah.
you just have the table for the exam?
Has anybody seen where he's posted that, or has he posted it yet?
Yeah, he has. I downloaded it.
So where did you find it?
It's under the announcements. So when you first go into the class, you know how there's the dates on the right-hand side and then announcements? And he'll always post like the link to the video right there and stuff. It's just right below that picture. He posted that.
He posted our recording and the thing, right?
Yeah.
You just open it and then save it, and it'll be in your Excel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can it tell me this week's assignment, when you guys were doing the assignment in the preparation thing, did you use the SPSS sheet at all? When they told you to look up the uranium, yada, yada, yada? I was hoping I could do it on my Excel. But you use the SPSS?
He told us to. He told us to always use the SPSS.
Right. But he always pulls up the Excel.
I know.
I know those SPS files are all going to disappear because we all, I'm assuming, just bought the limited use.
Yeah.
Excel's all going to be there, so why not teach us in Excel? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, I've asked a lot of math teachers. Like, I've got a client, and it's a friend that I went to high school with, She teaches math, and I said, have you ever heard of SPSS? No. I talked to an accountant friend of mine. I said, have you ever heard of SPSS? No. So I'm thinking, all these math people, and then no one's heard of SPSS?
I think that's just for statistic people.
Although she's teaching stats a little bit. But anyway, so I just thought that was funny. But anyway. So, yeah, I've heard that even if you bought the SPSS, it would go away after so many months.
Yeah.
Well, I don't plan on doing any more of this math after this class, so.
Yeah, I don't either.
me neither. I keep saying, Susan, you just got to remember this for a couple of months.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm getting the math portion of it. The math is making sense. It's the when to do what and with what that is getting me.
That's
problem.
exactly true.
The
Because I was
steps.
always amazed that he could just highlight and say, okay, look at this, and he'd highlight it. Because
Yeah.
I thought, I think I'm going to look at a problem, I'm going to say, I don't even know what it's asking. Other than the fact I finally got the population means the applet, and everything else might be the table for the z-score, or just looking for what the means is or whatever. But it's the story. It's pulling out what they want out of the story problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think that's why he tries to highlight it to show you what to look for, like the keywords. But the other thing too, the exams are all open book, aren't they? Like open notes, open book.
I want to say that it said you get one full page of notes.
Oh,
So
really?
You can take one sheet of paper and just cram as much as you can on it. That's what I read, so you might want to double check that.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
that's-
I've been like printing and making notes. Like I have a book.
I need a book.
But they're my notes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might have to double check that. Maybe I don't know.
Of course,
Have
if
you
I
been-
don't, I can just play stupid, right? Like if I don't know.
Except
So-
that we're recording right now, so.
No, I'm sure he said he was going to give us a pre-test or like an example test to study off of. So I'm sure he'll tell us like the instructions on there.
Yeah.
And that's opens Monday through Wednesday, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's on what we've learned this week and further. So it's
Right.
not going to be on anything we learn next week, right?
No. No.
Not.
Just 1 through 4, I think.
And Tammy, have you been printing off the answer sheets with, you know how we have the prep?
Yeah.
Is that what you've been printing off?
Yeah, I print both off. So I'll print off the regular worksheet, and then I'll print off the answer sheet, and then I'll do the worksheet. Because, let me tell you why. Because I can do the worksheet, and in my head and in my own words, I can like write definitions and write different things. But to study from for the test and to understand the concepts, I want the answers that they give. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll do is I print off the blank worksheet and I'll work through it. If I don't know the answer, then I'll look at the answer, but then I figure out how they got that answer. But then I haven't done this all the time. Like this week, I just wrote down all my answers, but sometimes I'll take their worksheet and write my notes and answers next to them. And then I have like this binder that I put everything in. So
Yeah,
I don't know. If he says one sheet of paper with notes, I'll be like really writing teeny on one sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
know he said we have to know the formulas, right? So we have
Right.
to have those formulas memorized. There's definitions we have to memorize.
Yeah.
And then just bottom line, figuring out what the story problem's asking.
Yep.
Is that kind of your impression of what we need to do?
Yep. I think so.
I think if we go back through what he went over last night, like he suggested that we do, and work through those problems one more time, I think that will really help.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have any tips of what they've done?
No.
Oh, that's too funny. I'm looking for any kind of tip because when I got done last night, my eyes hurt. I think I look like I've been beat up.
Just have a box of chocolates next to you, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Because part of this all makes sense just from last, but again, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm cramming too much in my brain that it's just,
Yeah.
I'll try to swim around in my brain trying to see where it's going to land. I don't know.
There's a ton of information, and I think that's going to be the problem is because I think it'll just all mesh together when it comes to the test.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people, I mean, I'm impressed that he does all this stuff with us because I have had math classes where the teacher is just absent. And so I don't know how anyone does this class that doesn't have a teacher who's this involved.
Yeah, no, I think he's awesome.
So
that's why the guy who recommended him, he's like, that's the only reason why I passed is because of this teacher. So I'm like, okay, I'm taking him.
Well, and I looked for who had the longest wait list, and it was him. So I figured the students must know something. And then, and then I think I've heard a lot of people that are seniors that they put this off till their senior year. And so, obviously why, I thought someone knows something here. So that's why I got into him last minute. I didn't think I was going to get in because I thought, I don't have a chance of making it to the top. But here I am.
Yay.
And I'm the dumb one who's a freshman taking this.
No, sir, you're good getting it out of the way.
After this class, I'll be a sophomore, but, I thought, well, what a dummy. Because I think one of the stats was how many people take this in their senior year. I thought I remember reading something like this. Well, I'm the outlier.
You're funny.
So.
You'll have it.
Does anybody else have any other questions, or do we just say good luck on the test?
Thanks.
Do we meet next week where we have a test, or do you know any of that?
I think we still have assignments.
Okay.
Don't
I think
we?
so too. Yeah, there's 2 lessons, and I think the test is just 1 lesson. So.
Yeah.
What? I thought we had just 2 lessons like we normally do, but we just have to do the test first part of the week.
Oh, do you? Oh, maybe I read it wrong. I just kind of opened it up and looked at it. But
okay, well, you opened it up and I didn't. So what did you see?
I don't remember.
I'm just going by
I'm questioning myself. I don't know what I saw.
Well, I just remember them just saying that every week we had 2 lessons.
Is it week 5 that we're talking about next week?
Yeah.
So we do have individual prep, group meeting quiz, homework, and then the Unit 1 exam for the Lesson 8. And then for Lesson 9, we have regular stuff.
Oh, that's 2.
So that's what I didn't understand. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now,
so basically, we are supposed to be studying and doing lesson.
But is Lesson 8 in the test? I don't think Lesson 8 is in the exam.
I doubt it. I doubt Lesson 8 is in the exam.
Because he won't have been able to. The issue is that we're just trying to study hard before we dare take it, which I'm afraid I'm going to wait till the last day, like Wednesday, because I have to study so hard. And at the same time, I'm supposed to be doing all my homework for the 2 lessons.
Yeah.
Before Wednesday. How do you do that?
Well, hopefully he posts that exam one to study off of soon.
Maybe it was another class, but I thought.
I just opened up Lesson 8, and it says there will be no homework for Lesson 8. Instead, use your time to prepare for the exam.
Yay.
So, but then Lesson 9 does have homework. So that's in the same week. And it does have a group meeting, quiz, collaboration.
So Lesson 8 is really not a lesson. It's just prepare for
Oh,
the
and
test?
it gives you like what the expectation of the exam, so it tells you what to know
Yeah.
Is
and the
lesson 8.
summaries and review questions. So it's on there.
So do we still need to meet on Thursday because we still have another group meeting quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we'll be doing with him on Wednesday is
Just
lesson
one.
9, right?
It'll just be the one lesson then, right?
That's what I'm guessing.
So
I'm not
instead of
looking
over 2 hours, it'll just be an hour.
I
Well,
would
that would be an hour and 7.5 minutes because
Yeah.
it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But like you said, most of us will put that test off until Wednesday, so most of us will not have gone over the
That's
information
true.
to go over. So it will be interesting.
See, and
Yeah.
I've got a psych exam, and so anyone, those of you that have taken psych, you know, that 201, I've got an exam next week,
Oh.
and
Good
this-
luck with that.
I can't believe I'm doing these 2 classes together. What an idiot.
No, you're getting them over with.
A C sounds good. A C sounds good.
Yeah. Shoot for the treetops, not the stars.
There you go. So, well, if you guys come up with any good tricks or tips, text us.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
Good luck,
ladies.
you guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.